Hello traders, the title of the video is how to pinpoint a fourth Elliott wave with dynamic trend lines. Are you looking to pinpoint the start of the fourth Elliott wave? All right, let's see how a dynamic trend lines can help you pinpoint the fourth Elliott wave. Before we continue, I would like to invite traders, please subscribe to our channel and be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. The financial instrument that we are analyzing today is Chevron Corporated Epic CVX, Charlie Victor X-ray. All right, here we are. So here it is. I'm on a monthly chart as usual. To pinpoint the fourth Elliott wave, we need to use the dynamic trend lines of the first wave. All right. So I'm not going to explain to trader what is a dynamic trend line. For those of you that are not familiar with the dynamic trend line, go to Day Pro Traders YouTube channel, and I'll start posting videos about dynamic trend line. I'll be posting more videos about the dynamic trend line. And also go to www.dayprotrader.com and at the home page, place your cursor on the word more home page. Place the cursor on the word more, and in the drop-down menu, scroll down to dynamic trend line. Okay, so I've drawn. We can draw a dynamic trend line like this. This is the first wave. So I can draw multiple dynamic trend line during the first wave. This is one like this. This is one dynamic trend line. Okay, I can draw another one also somewhere here and so on. But the one that is useful to me now is this one here. This turquoise line, that's a dynamic trend line on the first wave. All right. So we use the dynamic trend line of the first wave and the dynamic trend line of the third wave. So for the third wave, we can draw one like this. This is the turquoise line. I could have drawn another one on the third wave like this because the prime went in a straight line also here. You can see it went a straight line here. Allow me to draw the first one. So I'm going to use only the one that I need now, and is this one here on the third wave. So when we draw the dynamic trend line of the first and third wave, we want to pay attention to the intersection between the first wave dynamic trend line and the third wave dynamic trend line. It becomes very interesting. So you see here we have an intersection here. It's a hotspot on its own. But for an Elliott wave trader, one thing that you need to do also that can help you pinpoint the start of the fourth wave is that if the third wave is subdivided into 5 waves, you will notice something like this one here. This is when it becomes very interesting. So if you call this as I'm not going to put it there, so I'm just going to say, if you call this one the first man wave of the third wave and a correction that is a bit funny here, call this session here. Are you with me? This session here as the second manual wave of the third wave. So first manual wave of the third wave, second manual wave of the third wave. Are you still there? And then we see now, boom, 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 all the way up there. That's the third manual wave of the third wave, followed by the fourth manual wave of the third wave, and the fifth manual wave of the third wave. So when you are trying to use the trend line of the first and the third wave to pinpoint the start of the third wave, combining also with the internal waves of the third wave. If you can see clearly the internal wave of the third wave, so like here you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I see that intersection there between the two dynamic trend lines. So if a tendency bar close below that intersection point, I will be thinking that probably this is the start of the fourth wave. you need to be careful that this is not an exact science. So we are using tool that can help. That's what we are talking about. So we are using dynamic trend line of the first and the third wave to help us determine the starting point of the fourth wave. So when you are doing it, understand that you are just trying your best, your very best, to see whether, okay, the intersection between, okay, a dynamic trailer of the first and the third wave will be useful to you. Sometimes it may not be useful. For instance, if the intersection is somewhere up here, will that be useful? No. If it's somewhere down here, would that be useful? No. So if the intersection is somewhere before the end of the third wave, will that be useful? It will not be. But here, it just coincides nicely. This is what I'm saying, that you can use it when it is useful, take advantage of it. So here we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 man wave for the third wave. We say, all right, probably this is the end of the third wave. If this is the end of the third wave, the power start coming down below this intersection. And behold, look what they did. They push it through that intersection for a long Kennedy bar. This Kennedy bar is a very long Kennedy bar. All right, very long. So how we will highlight the high, the low, and the median line, and this is normal. We would like to have a rally up. You see, the rally up near the median line or that long Kennedy bar, so we can control our trade. So this after this Kennedy bar coming close. So when this one is close on the monthly chart, okay, we can switch to the daily chart, and then we want to see a kind of weaknesses developing near the median line of that long Kennedy bar. This is what's happening here. And then we implement a top-down trading method to sell it. But you can see that this is quite deep. You see, this is very deep fourth wave. Will you agree? Very deep fourth wave. Very deep. You almost overlap the first wave. You see here, you almost overlap. Very deep. All right. So try to use the dynamic trend line of the first and the third wave. The intersection point is a hotspot trading zone. Use it in conjunction with the internal wave of the third wave to determine the start of the third wave. Now, as I said to you, sometimes the intersection will be useful, sometimes it may not be useful. Sometimes it works nicely as it did here, but do not expect it to be all the time so neat and clean as it is here. But it's something you just need to know and be aware of it. So in case you are counting wave and you are saying, are we now in the third wave? Like if I go now to Dow Jones, can that be helpful to us now? Hmm? Can that be helpful? Hmm? For the Dow Jones, so you see now, maybe it won't be helpful to us. You see, so this is so if I draw it for the last session of the first wave like this, that's one dynamic trend line. I could have drawn another one like this, and again the prior one in a straight line like this. Let's see this one. This is looking good. Let's see this one. You want a straight line also here, roughly. I'm just drawing them roughly. So I draw three dynamic trend line through different section when the prior one in a straight line for the first wave. Now this is, let's see whether we're going to see a kind of intersection. So we're expecting a fourth wave somewhere in this zone. If we draw one like this, there's an intersection here. It's not useful to us. If I draw, there's another. No. Okay. If I draw another one to the third wave this session, okay, we have another intersection here. Not very good to us right now, isn't it? So this is what we are talking about. Okay. So sometimes it will work nicely. Sometimes it will be very, very useful. So if it is useful, well, you just take advantage of it. That's all we are saying. So don't forget it. Okay, play with it and see what that can be to you. Sometimes it will work beautifully. Okay. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to pinpoint fourth Elliott wave with a dynamic trend line. The financial instrument that we are analyzing today is Chevron, Epic, Charlie, Victor, X-ray. If you have any question or suggestion, please put in the comment section In due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. All right. So if this video will be useful to you, give us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, be sure to mark it down. If you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on the social media. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. Reality STW 24 traders talking about how to pinpoint fourth Elliott wave with dynamic trend line. Subscribe to our channel. 24 Elliott waves, digit 2, digit 4, Elliott wave in plural. Be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Thank you for watching.